In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to enter stock, mutual fund, and cryptocurrency sales in the investments and savings section. To get started, go to wages and income, then find the investments and savings area. This is the section where you report transactions like stocks, mutual funds, and cryptocurrency that were sold during the tax year. Once you're there, choose the option for stocks, mutual funds, cryptocurrency, also called 1099 BB. That selection tells the software you're entering investment sale information, which is usually reported by a brokerage or financial platform. At this point, you'll typically have two ways to continue. The first option is to import your information directly from your financial institution. If your brokerage supports import, this can save time and help reduce typing mistakes. Just follow the prompts to connect securely and bring in your transaction details. Before moving on, it's always a good idea to quickly review the imported entries to make sure everything came over correctly and matches your tax documents. If you prefer not to import, or if your institution isn't available, you can enter the information manually. In that case, type in the amount from box 1D, which is your proceeds. Proceeds generally represent the amount you receive from the sale before any adjustments that may appear elsewhere on your form. Then enter the amount from box 1E, which is your cost basis. Cost basis is usually what you originally paid for the investment, including certain adjustments depending on how the asset was acquired and tracked by the institution. When entering these numbers, make sure you copy them exactly as shown on your 1099B. Even small errors can affect how your gain or loss is calculated. It also helps to double check that you're placing each figure in the correct box, since proceeds and cost basis serve different purposes in the tax calculation. After the information is entered, the system will use those amounts to help determine whether you had a capital gain or a capital loss on the sale. That result is an important part of your tax return, so accuracy matters here. Take your time, review the details carefully, and make sure the entries match your tax form before continuing. Once that's done, you'll be ready to move forward with the rest of your return.